Hello and welcome to your daily astrology and tarot horoscope for Thursday, October 23rd of 2014, brought to you by Nicholas. And the planet of the day on Thursday is Jupiter. So Jupiter is about good luck, good fortune. It's about abundance and being jovial. So the more you can embody that just good luck, good fortune attitude, the luckier you can be, and it's a really great way to work out your day. And to align with that Jupiter energy, we also have this emotional card of the day, which is the abundance card. I call this our emotional guidance system. I always pull these Zen Osho tarot cards. They're very lunar, they're very emotional to me. So as you can see, this is the King of Rainbows, which is the King of Pentacles in a traditional deck. And he's absolutely abundant. He's absolutely in this idea of sharing. There's a lot of balance to him. He's, his shirt's opened, he's exposed, he's not holding anything back. He's got the Lotus of Enlightenment. There's a sun and the moon theme going on in this card, which is very apropos to what's going on today because, as you can see, he's balanced between his, yin is the feminine side, and yang energy, that masculine energy that's represented in the card, both the moon and the sun. And today is the solar eclipse at about 0 degrees and 25 minutes of Scorpio. And that means both the sun and the moon are conjunct in Scorpio, and this will happen at precisely at 2:57 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And when the solar eclipse happens, that's when the moon is in front of the sun, because that means they're conjunct. So it'll be a partial eclipse. It'll be partially covering up the entire sun, so it'll darken out the sun at that time. And what this represents for you are these scorpionic themes, and especially if you have personal planets between 25 or 30 degrees of any of the cardinal signs. Or no, well, these are the fixed signs, because this is a fixed energy with the 0 degrees of, so I think it's 0 degrees of Scorpio, so maybe the cardinal signs because the Libra. But I would also think if you have anything at 0 degrees of any fixed signs, that's where it's huge, because then you'll be making squares, conjunctions, or oppositions to this actual solar eclipse. So I'd really suggest looking at your chart and seeing where Scorpio is. And Mars rules Scorpio. So where is Mars in your chart? It's going to be this area of your life will be coming more into fruition over the next 6 months, and there'll be major transformations, as Scorpio likes to do. It's like things will get exposed, you'll be more vulnerable. And Mercury's retrograde during this, so you have to really pay attention to how you make plans in this area of your life. So Scorpio for me is in my 3rd house. So this is my local community, this is my personal spirituality, and this is siblings. So all this area is affected for me, and I'm going to be making strides in this as my life comes up and over the next 6 months. And Mars is in my 5th house, so this will be affecting my Mars. This is personal creativity, this is pleasure and joy. So a lot of the stuff that's coming in from my local neighborhood will be wanting to express through my creativity, pleasure, and joy. So it'll be really, really interesting to see how these eclipses play out for you. One good way to work with the eclipse and try to understand it better for yourself personally is to realize that the last time this eclipse happened in the same degree was in October 24th of 1995. So if you were alive in October 24th of 1995 and you have a journal and you can refer back to that time period, you can really just look to see what happened after the 6 months of experiencing that solar eclipse and get an idea of what this has in store for you. Again, it's going to be some very similar themes coming up. That's what's great about astrology, is these are cycles that you can refer to. And if you're a really good journal taker, or if you have a way of remembering that time period, you can kind of understand better what was going on. October 25th of 1994, I was 13, so I don't really know what happened then. So, but maybe some of you are better journal keepers than I was at that time. So, so I always like to discuss the signifying card of the week, and the signifying card of the week is the Judgment card. So this means that we're it's a completion. It's a transition. We're going to be putting in some work this week, and we are going to be getting the feedback. And this is, everybody's looking forward to this feedback in this card. I don't like the idea of being judged, but it is a positive card, and it does mean that you're going to be judged in a good way. So just, if you play your cards right and you follow these videos and you align with this energy, you have some really good judgment coming your way toward the end of the week. And the card of the day, so as we get this abundance going on Thursday, this is, the King of Pentacles. Now the external feeling, how this externally manifests, is the Ten of Pentacles, which, I just had a meetup group, and a lot of people see the Ten of Pentacles as negative, but I always see this as financial gain, positivity. A lot of Ten of Pentacle cards, you see people giving their money and their resources to others, and they're so centered and have so much of it, they're able to actually share and give. And this is a very beautiful and harmonious card. It almost looks like your sun energy is aligning with your financial gain. So if we can just be very practical and earthy, this is a very good time to be making, this is a new moon. So Thursday is a new moon. This is a time to be making new moon wishes. And you can be looking for financial gain. It's a reminder to be practical and be a good steward of your resources, and you will make the gain. It's a good time to vibrate with that feeling of abundance and joy, and you can expand and make more money in the next 6 months, I really feel, because this is all really aligned with that solar eclipse, and this is all really auspicious. If you can really understand your themes for the solar eclipse, I think it's going to be really, really auspicious financially for everyone, because you don't get these great Earth Pentacle cards without that meaning. And so the other aspects I would like to go over for today. Let's see, is there anything? So today, on Thursday, October 23rd, of course, we've already discussed the solar eclipse. The new moon is exact at 2:57 p.m., as I've discussed. And remember, in the beginning of the day, the moon is void of course from 10:22 until 2:10 p.m. So we're basically 90% of our workday of, this is all Pacific Daylight Time. We're going to have that void of course moon. So from 10:22 a.m. to 2:10 p.m., the moon is void of course. And if there's any brand new out of the blue action that you can avoid taking during the void of course moon, that's kind of the recommendation, because you get unexpected results. You have less control over the results during that time period. The sun goes direct into Scorpio at 4:57 a.m. So this is going to be highlighting the Scorpionic themes of change, transformation, power, rebirth, and regeneration. The moon is going to sextile Mars at 10:22 a.m. So anytime a moon makes a aspect to Mars, emotions can get heated and things can be a little bit more challenging. So just remember that you may be a little bit more emotionally raw. People may be at 10:22 a.m. At 1:52 p.m., Venus is going into Scorpio, so she's coming right along for this new moon ride. So she's pretty much conjunct this new moon energy. So this is, once again, Venus is the planet of abundance, the law of attraction. So those themes are highlighted again, and that's going to come in handy for your any financial gain that's going to be brought about, is really learning how to attract. And aligning with Venetian themes is going to be very helpful financially. The moon will be conjunct Venus at 2:12 p.m. The moon will be conjunct the sun at 2:57 p.m., as we've already discussed. And the moon will trine Neptune at 11:29 p.m. So those are the transits. When the moon trines Neptune, that is a very spiritual connection. If you're not in bed by 11:29 p.m., it's a good time to engage in any type of art that you channel, where you can just let it come through you. You can just do spontaneous drawing, you can do improvisational music, you can just spontaneously write a song. compose something. It's a really good time to channel or meditate as well. So those themes are highlighted tonight at 11 p.m. with the moon trining Neptune. So that is the reading for this very awesome, the solar eclipse going on today on Thursday, October 23rd. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me. I'd love to hear from you. And I look forward to our weekend reading tomorrow. Thanks.